boogity, 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 get up on your feet.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the DW Show. Hey, you know, we could talk racing. We've had 3 great races. Tony Stewart has really shown a lot of strength, leading the points, almost won Phoenix. Carl gets a win. Jeff Gordon gets a win. Trevor Bayne gets a win. The Daytona was exciting. Phoenix was great. Vegas was, Vegas is the fun city. Everybody had a great time out there, the hype, all that. But you know what I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you today a little bit about TV. And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, and I'm not breaking my arm to pat myself on the back, but I got an addition to my contract. I was contracted to 2012. Fox's contract with NASCAR is 2014, so they extended my contract 2 more years. So I'll be doing this, you and me, just us, until 2014, maybe even beyond that. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see where this new contract negotiation goes with NASCAR. But nonetheless, let's talk a little TV, okay? I do Twitter, as you well know. I do Facebook, and of course, here we are on YouTube. So I hear all the pros and the cons. Some people love what we do on Sundays. Some people, no, they don't really care. They don't tune in just to hear what we have to say, unfortunately, but you should pay attention. And other people hate what we do, you know? So I always look at it, I'm a driver, and I've lived in the NASCAR world my whole life. And so I always look at a lot of things as a driver would look at it, as someone that's lived in NASCAR their whole life would look at it. Think about rules. When NASCAR would make rules, or when they make rules now, I'd always want them to accommodate what I wanted to do. I wanted rules that favored things that I needed, things that I liked. And NASCAR very seldom ever came to me and asked me what kind of rule I'd like for them to make. Most of the time they sort of did that behind closed doors, told me about it later, gave me the opportunity to complain if I wanted to. But nonetheless, they had to make rules for everybody. You can't make rules specifically for one group over here and another group over here and another group over there. And I know. And they have to interpret those rules. And air wrenches out of your pit box and tires out of your pit box and equipment here and gas cans there and over the wall, and it's real complicated. But NASCAR does an overall pretty darn good job. But back to the rules. They don't make rules that fit everybody. We can't do TV to complement everyone. We have to do a wide range of in the telecast. We have to think about, there's people like you that watch everything that moves on TV and listens to every word that's said. And then I love that. That's what I see on Twitter all the time. Hey, DW, you said this, you said that. You were wrong about this, you were right about that. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. That's okay. That's all good stuff. It's constructive, and I need that. But by the same token, there are people out there that are just tuning in. And wow, there's cars going around in a circle. What are they doing? We have to be able to tell those people what's going on, why they're doing what they're doing, because they don't know. So we have to entertain a little, like we're doing now, educate a little, like a guy that's never watched before, and then try to find a balance in there between the guy at home that's never watched a race before. Do you think he knows what a track bar is? He thinks that's where we hang out, outside the racetrack after practice. Happy hour, track bar, let's go, I'm all for it. But that guy doesn't realize is we're talking about the race car and we're talking about practice. And so you have to constantly remember, everybody doesn't know what you know. That's you and me. Everybody doesn't know what you know. Everybody doesn't know what I know. And we have to explain it that way, and we have to sell it that way. And so when people say, oh, you say the same old things every week, there are some things that we do say every week. Everybody doesn't watch practice on speed, qualifying on speed, and the race on Sunday on Fox. Some people don't have speed. Unfortunately, they should get it. But what we say on Friday and what we say on Saturday, we may repeat on Sunday because it's a whole new audience. Hundreds of thousands over here, millions over here. And so as a fan, just be thankful. We have more technology. We have more information. We can tell you things you've never heard before. We can show you pictures you've never seen before. We can take you places you've never been before. Enjoy it. Don't be a critic. There's plenty of those people working the media. You know how you know racing is really, really good? The media attacks the media. The media says how bad the media is. You know, like that, don't clap in the, this is one, apparently I'm not a journalist. Well, no, I'm an analyst. I work on TV. I don't work in the press box. I don't write stories for newspapers. I tell stories on TV. When somebody gets excited in the press box, I didn't realize that it was bad etiquette to cheer or that to show emotion. I just didn't realize that. And I hate it. I think that's sad. By the same token, I don't work in there. So do I want some guy jumping up and screaming every time Junior goes by? No, I understand that. But when something like what happened at Daytona with Trevor Bayne, 20-year-old kid winning his first ever race, only second race he'd ever been in, and you can't appreciate that, and you can't show appreciation for that by standing up and applauding or cheering, that's an extreme to me. But that's just me. You know, do I want somebody running in the TV booth when we're on the air trying to talk to me? DW, need to tell you something. When we're trying to do a race? No. So they have their deal, we have our deal. But anyway, back to the telecast. Remember, we're trying to do a show that appeals to everyone. Gearheads, knowledgeable people, people that have never watched before, people that are wanting to know what they're doing, people that want to know why they're doing it. We have to do a broad range of, we have to do a lot of different explaining to you during a race so that people will understand what's going on. And when it's time to, look, we operate in a window. We start here, we finish here. When that, and when the race is over with, that window could be this wide, that window could be this wide. We can only interview so many drivers, and don't blame us. We might go after somebody after a race is over with. Don't want to talk. Might have already left. Got on a helicopter, gone. So you never know what the circumstances are. Just know this. From my perspective, we are doing the best job that's ever been done. We got the best people, knowledgeable, in the garage, in the booth, covering this sport like a blanket, like it's never been covered before. And you're the beneficiary of it. Enjoy it. We try to bring you a great show every week, and I think we do a good job of it. So enjoy it. Going to be doing it for a long time.